Dark Entertainment is a paranormal entertainment / fright scene company. Basically, the idea behind Alone in the Dark Entertainment is that we are a paranormal research team called Ghost Hunters Team UK, and what we do is we allow the public to come along to events, entertaining events. There's nothing fake, nothing's put on, nothing like that. You get a full and thorough investigation with the latest technology, gadgets, things like that. What we do is we allow you to come to the buildings where you wouldn't necessarily be able to get into. We hire them out, we put on the best like food for you guys, things like this, and what it is, we give you a brilliant entertainment night with the best, you know, in training from our guides and stuff like that, and paranormal investigators.
Tonight, though, we are going to be literally doing everything from a Ouija board, table tip and black scrying mirrors. We've got loads of scientific goodies and bits and pieces around you guys in your hands on electromagnetic field meters, infrared gun thermometers, night vision cameras, cell sensors. We've got loads of bits and pieces. You probably haven't got a clue what any of these things are. You don't even know what they are until we explain to you how to use it and what they actually do.
Fright scene side of it, we do ghost walks, haunted bus tours, haunted pub crawls, evening psychic events, you name it, so we do a lot of stuff like that. Fright seeing is something where we use costume guides as well as paranormal investigators as guides, and we do tours around haunted locations as well as outdoor tours. As in fright seeing, because what we do with regards to that, we host Ghost Fest UK each year, and it's a fright seeing tour where we actually bring the dead back to life with full costumes, things like this, and basically you get to see a ghost in flesh, if you like, as they portray the stories of, well, obviously the stories they or the people who supposedly have died. Like, see if you come to an event with us, we're not going to bring 100 people to a location you can fit 35 in like a lot of companies. We're not going to charge you stupid amounts of money. So when you come along to a location like us, you get what you pay for. You get excellent food, you get an overnight, you get to use all the paranormal equipment, you're going to get a good history tour, a long mixed with great humour, and you know, the rest of it. You're going to see mediums, you're going to see the scientific side, the spiritual side, you're going to get every mix of it. And you're going to be able to partake in some of the best experiments and use the best equipment around, so you can get the best from a night when you come along with us. Tonight's an interesting one. We've got private investigation. We do a lot of corporate events for a lot of really big companies out there. And tonight we've got one of our good clients in tonight. I'm not going to name them, but a very big electrical company. They're in here tonight at Castle Keep. They're fundraising, making money for charity. We do a lot of that. And what they're doing tonight is they're going around with the teams. They're about the size of about 4. So one of the teams about 6 people maximum in the team. And they're going to be using EMF meters, digital voice recorders, thermometer guns, night vision cameras, Ouija boards, dowsing tools, black mirrors, things like this. And they're going to be going around and debunking and trying to prove whether or not this place is actually haunted tonight. Tonight those guys are the paranormal investigators with Ghost Hunters Team UK. It's up to them to let me know if them cold drafts they're feeling, is it coming from the window or is it something paranormal? What's touching people? Is it cobwebs that's walking and go past, is it catching their hair, or is it the ghostly fingers of someone from the past? So it's all about that tonight.
That says, if you want me to stay, don't let the machine go wild. If you want us to leave, they'll go absolutely berserk. And he went berserk. And he got
flashing very heavily.
And then I says, yeah, he wants us out of here, man. So we'll build it.
So we'll start walking out, and as I took the foot on the first bottom steps, I felt either a tug on my jumper or just something.
Really? Pull down.
Just it wasn't heavy. It was just light. But as I was stepping up, it knocked us off balance, and it was I don't know if it was telling us to stay or what. But bottom line, I'm convinced now.
There's not an investigation where we don't have something, even if it's just a little Ouija board, a table tip in, or whether it's a photograph or sighting or something like that. I know we often get things all over the place, but most recently we were at Mars and Grotto. Now Mars and Grotto, when I first went there, was one of the worst locations I went to. I would never go back. I went back for a charity event, and it was fantastic. The 7th time I went there, it was slightly quiet, and then the Ouija board kicked off. It was telling us that a lady of the night was on the board, and then all of a sudden started spelling out the devil really fast. And then all of a sudden we could hear furniture moving upstairs. And then we thought they were tidying up. We didn't realise that they had a table, a circular table with metal legs that come down from the middle, that we found it hard to lift. A big when functioning table was actually spinning around in circles. Chairs, heavy big ones like this, went flying. The people didn't even have their hands on at one point. And this table, if you didn't see it, you wouldn't believe it. There is footage of it, part of it, and it was literally jumping like to a foot like that in height, to the point where it actually threw itself over. The medium that was with us on the night got hit the wall. I'm just under 21 stone, and I had my full weight leaning on the table to keep it down, and it was still bouncing. It was bucking with my hands on top of that table. That was scary for me. I've seen table tipping like that and I've been involved in it, but that night it was a different feeling. There was 6 of us on the table, we all tried to calm it down. Eventually we commanded it and managed to get it to calm down. And I tell you, if my weight on the table, my body weight, if everyone else was on it, none of us had relieved it, and it was almost like something in the middle of the table got up and off it, as if it just hopped off the table, the whole table, boom, back to normal. And as I'm commanding on the video, it actually looks like a doorway. There's only one torch, and the torch light is shining this way, and you can see the shadows of us cast across the table. And then there's only one, you know, there's just a blank wall behind them. All of a sudden, a white light from over somewhere on this side opens up, casts this way. Looks like a doorway opens, something black goes through the doorway, and the doorway closes behind it. Fantastic bit of footage, and that was the most activity we've had recently. As in violent activity, that was it. I mean, there was a lot of provoking done, which I don't normally recommend, and that like was I wouldn't believe it unless I see it.